so I love pickling stuff, but a while back we moved down south and I had never pickled okra before. So, to make sure I was a true southerner, I had to learn how to pickle okra. After a lot of trial and error, I feel like I've gotten a recipe that I love and I want to share it with you guys. First, we're going to prep our jars. Secondly, we're going to prepare our ingredients, put them in the jars. Third, we're going to prepare our brine and fill up the jars. Fourth, we're going to process the sealed jars. And fifth, we're going to store it in a dark, cool place where it's going to get all that pickling happening that gives it the delicious flavor that everyone enjoys. All right, so the first step is to prep the jars. So today we're going to be using ball mason jars. This is the pint size, also known as a half a quart or 16 ounces. And so the prep is as simple as washing them with soap and water. All right, so step 2 is to prep the ingredients and pack them in the jars. So we're using fresh okra here. All I've done is washed them, trimmed down the stems a bit, and if they had any black tips on them, cut those off. And then after that, it's all about the spices. I love to use garlic and dill. So we have some fresh dill sprigs here we're gonna put in there. And then garlic, I've done it 2 ways. One in whole cloves and one in slices. You could also, dice it up real fine, but pickled garlic's delicious as well, which I love to eat. So I like to do it in one of these 2 formats where you can actually take out the chunks and enjoy those and eat them. So basically for each of these jars, what we're gonna do is, you can do 1 sprig, you can do a couple. I love the taste of dill, so I'm gonna do, 2 or 3 in each of these. And, put those in there. Then we're gonna add our garlic. So to one of them, I'm gonna do the whole cloves here. The other, I'm gonna do the slices. Last one there. And then basically you're gonna pack the okra. So I'm putting as many in here as you can, and you do them vertically, like so. And you're just gonna keep filling it till basically you can't fit any more okra. What you can see if I show one of these to you is we've packed as many as we can in here vertically. So they're filled up as much as possible. So now we're ready to move on to making our brine. All right, so in step 3, it's all about the brine. So our brine is gonna consist of distilled vinegar, which you can see right here. We wanna make sure it's at least 5% acidity, because the acidity is what helps keep you safe in canned products. Some distilled water, as well as canning salt. Now with canning salt, you wanna make sure it's canning or pickling salt. It's salt that does not have iodine, and that's a key critical thing in pickling, so make sure it's canning or pickling salt, not your standard table salt. I'll put all of these ingredients in the description of this video. But now in terms of ratios of vinegar to water, there's a lot of schools of thoughts out there. At a minimum, you wanna do 1-to-1, meaning 1 part water to 1 part vinegar. Anything less than that, you don't have enough vinegar to keep you safe consuming a canned product, down the road. But a lot of people like to do 2-to-1 or 3-to-1, meaning 2-to-1, 2 parts vinegar or 3 parts vinegar to 1 part water to get some of that really, nice vinegar taste you taste in a lot of like craft pickles and things like that. So that one, up to you. I'm gonna do 1-to-1 because I have 3 and 5-year-old daughters who love pickled okra and they don't like too much vinegar. But what you wanna remember is if you're doing, let's say, 2 of these pint jars like we have right here, you're gonna need about 3 cups of brine to fill these up sufficiently. Maybe a little bit less, but I like to do 3 cups per 2 pint jars, just to make sure, because you hate to make the brine, boil it, and realize you don't quite have enough. So what we have right here is a 1.5 cups of vinegar. We'll put that in our pot. We have a 1.5 cups of distilled water. Put that in our pot, so that's our total of 3 cups for our 2 pint glass, like I said. All right, then in terms of your canning salts, what I like to say is that per cup of your brine solution, you want 1 tablespoon of canning salt. So here we have 3 total cups. This is 3 tablespoons of canning salt. We're gonna put this in here. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring this to a boil, and just to a boil. Don't let it boil for a long time. Boil too much of it off and not have enough. We're gonna bring it to a boil, and then we're gonna come back over here and fill up our jars. All right, so our brine's come just to a boil. We'll pour it here into a measuring cup. It makes it a little bit easier to pour into the canning jars. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna pour these up basically to within a 1/4 inch of the top. There's both of them right here. Now one thing you want to do is get all of the air bubbles out. So I have one okra that popped out of place. We're trying to get that one back in place. It's not the end of the world if it's sitting on the top, but you're gonna kind of poke around a little bit. Try to get the air bubbles out. So once you get those out, we're gonna put our canning lids on. If you see anything that's like a visible, piece of food or anything on the top of the rim, wipe it off like so. Make sure you get a nice tight seal. And now we're ready to put these in the bath. All right, so we're on to step 4, that's processing. We're gonna take these and put them in a boiling water bath. I've already put the first one on, put the second one in right here. They need to be completely submerged, and they gotta boil for 10 minutes. Because that's the key here, is the 10-minute mark is where it really, kills any bacteria that might be in there and sets them up well for the canning process. We're gonna let these boil for 10 minutes, we'll be back. All right, so these are all the processing bath. They're boiling in there for a solid 10 minutes. They've cooled for a couple minutes. One thing I always like to double check once they've been over there and cooled a second is you push down the middle here, you don't hear any clicking sound. That means you have a nice tight seal in there and they're ready for step 5, which is to put them in a cool, dark place that can be any sort of closet in your house. And after that, let them sit for a solid 3 weeks or so, and they've done their pickling thing and you're ready for a delicious treat. So I hope you enjoy.